Hi, everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Hope everybody's okay this morning. Today's Thursday, September 8th. Currently, it's 64 degrees. It feels so good. High today is going to be 80. Only 30% chance of rain today. Humidity is 88% right now. There's no wind, and air quality is 83. It's a little high, but not real bad. That's moderate. Okay, today be looking for a taste test with Mike. I did a Dollar Tree, an item from Dollar Tree. I can't remember the name. What it's called, Asian something. But it's beef and broccoli, is what it is. But I can't remember how the name of the brand is. I thought it said Asian. Oh, you'll have to watch to see. But it's from Dollar Tree, so definitely check it out. What's for dinner last night? Oh gosh, we had a good dinner. I had some spiral ham, that I set out and from the freezer, and we fixed that, and I had that. Um, when I made that cherry roll, I used cherry pie filling. I got to thinking, that's about just like the glaze you buy. It's really seems to be the same. So I just put the rest of it on the ham, and it turned out delicious, really delicious. Um, and then I've been saying, I was going to make some hash browns, going to make them. Finally made them, and Joy cut up some peppers and onions, and I cooked them, fried them with the peppers and onions. And we had strawberry applesauce and some of those garlic cheddar biscuits. And so it was just a really good meal. Check out this short, everyone. I think it's got close to 600 views, 567 or something. But that was so good. I had just a little piece of ham left is all out of that. So tonight, I'm going to fix something kind of easy. We got some hamburger buns we need to use here that we bought. I don't know what we planned on using them for. I think we already used them for, what was it? Chicken. I'm looking at the bread over there. Chicken. I think we had chicken sandwiches with them, like the chicken patties. But tonight we're going to have sloppy joes. I've got a manwich. It says manwich thick and chunky. I know some of y'all have asked about this. I've had this for a long time. I don't know if you can see that very good. It's supposed to be the symbol for fire or something like that. But anyway, so we're going to have sloppy joes, and we've been having potatoes. Last night we had hash browns, and the night before that we had something, mashed potatoes or something. And so I think we're going to just have vegetables with it. We've got fries and curly fries, but I don't know. I think we're going to have Brussels sprouts with it and carrots. That'd be really healthy. And we're using some ground chicken. I'm trying to go through the freezer and get nothing. I mean, nothing's old, freezer burn or anything. I'm packaging it much better now. Everything is in freezer bags and then a grocery bag over that, the plastic grocery bag. So I found some ground chicken, and it looks just like when we bought it. It looks just the same, and it's been in there for 4 months. No ice, on it or anything, and no discoloration. So anyway, we're going to use that to make. I'm going to use that to make the sloppy joes, and that'll be very healthy. That way, we've got beef, but we've been eating the beef, and I'm really not supposed to eat much beef with my Crohn's disease, so try to kind of spread that out when not have it as often. So yeah, sloppy joes with ground chicken. Okay, let's see what's up with. I only had two. Only could use two today's tidbits. They were all about the weather, uh, earthquakes, wildfires, um, stuff like that. I mean, you know, that's what's going on in the world, though. Let's see here. Astronauts undergo DNA mutations during spaceflight. Well, that'd be nice to know if you're an astronaut. A new study published in Communications Biology has shown that astronauts' blood experience DNA mutations during spaceflight. The study examined the blood taken from 14 astronauts in NASA's Space Shuttle program and noted several DNA mutations in blood-forming stem cells. The mutations are still below the overall threshold of concern. One mutation would be plenty to be concerned over, in my opinion. If it was my blood that's mutated, they'd be like, this is well below the level. Well, it's never happened before, so how do you know what's safe or okay? It's below the overall threshold of concern. I'd be concerned if it was me. Okay, and I like this next picture. I think I'll probably use it for my thumbnail. Is Mount Rainier volcano in Washington erupting? Look at that. Several people shared an alarming video of what appeared to be smoke coming out of Mount Rainier. This made people wonder if the volcano that has not erupted in the last 500 years has started venting again. Mount Rainier National Park Service and officials looked at webcams and confirmed that it was not an eruption, but a lenticular cloud. Just a cloud. Don't get excited. It's not gonna blow. Okay. No, it's fine. I only had two. Let me find nice news. There's this other one called, I don't know if it has anything to do with nice news. I think it's the same people. It's called Interesting Facts. Well, here it is. Today is International Literacy Day. Yep. I was just looking. Okay. Sea life can glow in the dark with biofluorescence. Learn about the phenomenon. You may have heard of bioluminescence, when living organisms like fireflies and some fish emit their own light, but there's another glowing phenomenon occurring under the sea, and it has largely gone unexplored. It's biofluorescence, and it can be seen when blue lights hit the surface of certain sea life, prompting different, often bright colors to appear on the creatures. Many animals in the deep ocean have adapted to naturally see this glow-in-the-dark world, but humans can create it with special eye mask filters and underwater blue lights. According to National Geographic, researchers have only really begun delving into biofluorescence in the past decade, but it's not just scientists who can experience kaleidoscopic swims. I'm surprised I could pronounce that. Various dive centers across the world are beginning to offer expeditions to see the neon hues. People who think they've seen the ocean and know it well, suddenly they're just blown away, said marine biologist David Gruber, later adding, it's like a mystery novel that keeps going deeper. And in addition to being a beautiful sight, exploring biofluorescence can help humans gain a greater understanding of marine life and better protect our oceans. Oh, God. I barely touched it and it went. News anchor raises awareness of stroke risk after exhibiting symptoms on the air. Yes, I didn't see the clip of that, but I read about this, that this one had a stroke on air. Yeah, or the beginnings of a stroke. An Oklahoma news anchor is using her recent medical scare to educate others about the warning signs of strokes. While reporting live on September 3, Julie Chen began to have trouble speaking. She passed the broadcast over to the meteorologist, and her co-workers quickly stepped in to call 911. In a Facebook update, Chen said she's doing well, but doctors believe she was exhibiting the beginnings of a stroke on the air. Now she wants others to learn from her experience. I've learned that it is not always obvious when someone has a stroke, and action is critical, Chen wrote. To start, she encouraged everyone to learn the acronym Be Fast, standing for balance, eyes, face, arms, speech, and time. If you need help, ask for help, because I struggle not asking for help, and I probably should have sooner, Chen told Today. God gave me this chapter for a reason, so I'm going to use it for good and not going to let it stop me from doing anything. But maybe I'll let it slow me down a little bit. Well, that's good of her. She's in a position to educate people, about stuff being on TV. So that's a good thing. How school districts across the U.S. are combating teacher burnout. Teacher burnout has been a growing problem in the United States for years, but with the stressors of the pandemic, it has reached a critical peak. This year, school districts across the country are coming up with innovative ways to combat that crisis with hopes of improving educators' mental health, boosting retention rates, and cultivating better classroom environments for teachers and students alike. Some districts are running towards mindfulness practices, including yoga, breathing exercises, and even calming rooms where teachers can take a break and reset, while another hired coaches specifically trained to support teachers. They need guards, really, like armed guards in schools. That's a different, I don't want to get off subject. There are also various organizations that aid teachers in avoiding or healing from burnout. New Hampshire kindergarten teacher Kelly Hurd recently attended a training from the Regulated Classroom to learn stress management tools for herself and her students, and told the Associated Press she had a whole new mindset going into the school year. I love teaching and I love the kids, but it's also hard, Hurd said. The pandemic was so hard and so impactful and so stressful. I feel a sense of renewal and excitement, and I do feel like I've been given permission to have more fun and focus on joy in school. Okay, everybody, that's it for today's tidbits, and that's it for this, for nice news also. Yesterday I did get some things done. Since it wasn't sunny out, it rained some yesterday, but before it rained, it was not sunny, so it was like wasn't as bad out there, working. So I got all those green bean plants pulled, and boy, it had them bugs all over it. It couldn't have grown anymore with all them unless I sprayed, and all the leaves were pretty much destroyed. So I just figured it needed to come up. I need that room for some other things. So I got the trellis that I made. That was a job. I'm telling you what, those vines had gone around and around and around and around every piece of wire on those trellises. I mean, and you couldn't just pull them off. You had to actually unwrap them, push it around, keep it, and then finally I'd just cut a piece off, and then I'd start down lower. So I finally got it cleaned off and stored in the garage. So only thing in Garden of Faith, which is the middle one, the only thing in there is some onions, and I'm hoping the onions, since they'll get plenty of sun now, they were shaded on both sides from the cucumbers and the green beans. So I'm hoping that they'll do better and start growing better. I hate to just pull them up. I mean, you could eat them, but they're just real small. And so I'm trying to hope they'll grow better. And so today, hopefully, I can get some seeds planted. I'd like to get at least 4 or 5 kinds of seeds planted. I don't have to plant, a bunch of each thing. I'll just go with whatever room I've got for now. Because the tomatoes, the peppers, there's still tons of peppers out there. There's all kinds of different kinds of bell peppers. I got a yellow one yesterday. It wasn't real big. It was about like that, but it had already turned yellow, so it was ready. There's all kinds of the green ones. There's some of the there's another big Bertha out there, which we had some of it last night. They do turn red, by the way. I put it in the window, that one I showed y'all the other day. I put it in the window, and it had turned half of it had turned red. So I don't know if you could probably see it in the picture where the little pieces. Well, it's probably hard to tell with the ketchup I put on it. So I have to have ketchup on my hash browns. Some people don't. I love it on there. So I might get something done today. I really need to get seeds in the ground. And it doesn't look like I'm going to have much room over here yet because I still have tomatoes. And there are some dead tomato plants out there, but there's vines growing over them from other tomatoes where they've grown so tall and they just kind of lay down. And there's tomatoes on them. I mean, I want tomatoes. I still want tomatoes. Especially after buying them at the store again. We had to buy some the last time we went to Aldi. They're okay, especially the beefsteak ones at Aldi, but it still wasn't the same. You could tell the difference. And I've got quite a few different ones. I'm getting a lot of yellow tomatoes for some, not for some reason, but I mean, they're coming on strong here at the end, the yellow ones. So I think I'm gonna grow some more of those. They're Burpee Chef's Choice Yellow is what they're called. And I got a pink that had like potato leaves. The leaves look more like potatoes on them. And it did okay, but the yellow one seems to be coming on strong at the end. And the pinks kind of fizzled out. So I got to learn from the different varieties that I grew. Cherokee Purple, I'm always going to grow them. I'm always going to grow Cherokee Purples. I love them. They taste so good. They're still producing out there. At least one of the plants has it's got about 12 on it, I believe. And the other one, it doesn't have as many, but it was kind of covered over too. I don't know if that affected it. I don't think it got as much sun because it was against the wall here, and the other one's on the corner over here, getting plenty of sun. So I don't know. You live and learn, with your garden. And I got yesterday. Let me see. I got these yesterday. Another whole. The other one I showed you, it was gone. I mean, we used them. And then I got these yesterday. Oops. So it's still producing like crazy. Different colors. So Logan loves these, especially with his breakfast. He'll just pop them in like grapes. So anyway, I've rambled on enough after today's tidbits and nice news. So I guess that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed morning coffee break, everybody. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. And you'll be looking for Taste Test with Mike today, a Dollar Tree item. So everybody check it out. So have a great day, everybody, and God bless.